Good morning, everyone. And it's Monday. Yeah. All right. New week, new beginning, new start. I feel much better. Thanks for asking. If you cared. All right. Well, you know why I'm here because the Queen has requested that I answer the tag, and these, mind you, are very good questions. So let's get on with the show, shall we? I love doing this. Jasmine, you are just. Mm, I love you. I love you so much. You're one of those people I hope to God someday I can just hug you. You know, I just want to like squeeze you. Okay. Anyways. And you're coming up in my next tag. So, I hope to see your answers because it's going to be fun. Yep, I got all right here in my head. And that was a little bit of Edna sleeping out. Alright. Question number 1. Would you go on a talk show and talk about your life? Yeah, I would. I would. Only because it's been such a wild ride that I'd like to share it. But it would have to be on something respectable. Like, I wouldn't do Jerry Springer or Maury Povich. Because I don't know. I like Maury, but he's really weird about little people. Like, it's almost kind of some kind of like fetish with him. I don't know. So, yeah, I would do it if it was like somebody respectable. I don't know, like, I'd go on Oprah, even though I think that her things are a little different than my things. But I'd go on Oprah. Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty wild. And but the thing is with like Maury or Jerry, I have this fear that he'd have one of my enemies on there, and yeah, I just got this thing about getting my ass kicked. So moving on. The best time in your teenage years. Oh wow, I'd have to say when I was an early teen, probably like 14 years old. Was really one of the most outstanding times of my life. You know, like I was dating a popular guy and almost made it to homecoming court. You know, I was very active in my school. I had lots of friends. And until I was like, I'd say 16, and then that's when the depression and stuff started, so like things went downhill from then. But if I could have just kept that light in me from when I was an early teen, man, things would have been smooth sailing. I was a horrible student in school because I had ADHD, and they did not know what that was or how to treat it back in those days. And you know, my mom didn't want to put me on Ritalin because I wasn't physically up and moving around, but I always fidgeted, and I still am really bad with that right now. And like I talk with my hands, and people think I'm Italian, and I'm not. So nothing against my Italian friends, you know, because God love you, you know. Anyway, now believe it or not, I'm German and English, and with just a little skosh of Irish. So. Yeah, I'm not Italian. Okay. But anywho, next question. How do I get on these tangents anyway? Would you say yes if a well-known writer wanted to do a book about you? Oh, most definitely. I have been wanting to write a book about my life, or at least my near-death experience, and I started to write it myself a little bit, you know, like maybe an article for a magazine, but I don't feel that my writing skills are all that great. I suck at grammar, my spelling sucks, but when I do write, it does come out the way I want it to. It's just the grammar and everything is atrocious. So, not to the point that I think it's beyond words, but I really hate grammar nannies and spelling nannies. And I think that's the only thing that I do that I really have a conscience about, that I'm like really, what's the word? I don't know. I just get really scared when I write that people are going to laugh at me. I don't care about the videos because I'm speaking and I really don't have to be all proper and all that. So, anyways, yes, I would love that. I would definitely love that. And I would not go for the pity factor. I would go because I hate pity. I think it's stupid and uncalled for. But I would go for more of the humor of it all, and yeah, maybe some serious stuff, but it wouldn't be like, oh, wine, wine, wine. Oh God, no, nobody wants to hear that. All right, I always say enlighten me, right? Okay. Did you ever have you had a toothache so bad that it made you feel ill with dizziness? Yes, I did. And amazingly enough, I did not have to get a tooth pulled until I was in my late 20s. And it went downhill from there. But I was so sick. I hate to admit this, but I wear dentures, and it's because of my disability. Most of us have atrocious teeth. And most of my life, when I had teeth, the doctor would say, you're lacking this, and this. You cannot brush your teeth. Like, all the time, like most people do. You're supposed to brush them like 3 times a day, and after you eat. I brushed mine every morning, and that was it. Because my teeth were lacking like enamel and the stuff that keeps them, hard. And no matter what I would do, according to the dentist, it was, right off the brushing. So, by nature, my teeth were, horrible. They looked like gerbil teeth. I kid you not, you guys. They really were discolored and naturally, and it wasn't like anything I did, and it was just, they started to fall out. And I'm very conscious about, especially my face, because my face, I feel, makes up for the rest of me that is just different. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I would get like high fever spikes that would shoot up to like 102 for no reason. Very dizzy, throwing up. The other thing, I was very, very sick. And so I finally got to the point where it was, please, just take them all. I can't deal with it. And I have a better smile, right? And it works for me. It really does. I'd much rather wear dentures than deal with the stuff that I was dealing with. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. I really don't care. There is that Frank Zappa song, "Baby, take your teeth out." I love that song. It's hilarious. And when I first got dentures, my best friend used to sing this to me all the time. So, yeah. And so I'd want to smack him with my Gumby face, because it took like 6 weeks for me to get the real dentures, because they had to heal and all that junk. But I'm happy with them. All right, last question. Last time you felt the need of a little alone, a little me time. Well, I spend a lot of time alone, but there's nothing like shopping by myself. When I was able to go to the mall by myself, I was in heaven. Heaven, loved it. I really can't go now because the mall that I would prefer to go to is out of the bus line jurisdiction. It's close to my mom's. I might be able to get a bus there, but not home. And it would be a trek. I don't know. You know how buses are. And they got to go all over town and pick up the other gimps. And I'm just not feeling it. I would much rather do that. And the people that drive the bus make me nervous, especially if they're men. Because they're just, some of them are perverts. Ew. Ew, ew. So what I do now for alone time is honestly I make a video, or like, with Edna or something, or I make a piece of art or whatever. But there's a difference between real alone time and being with people. I love people and I love to shop. So going to the mall is my idea of fun. Okay, that's it for me, and I'll be back later on, I'm sure. And this here thingy is healing very nicely. I found the clear strips, and I like those better. But they don't stick that good, so I'm usually changing it twice a day. And I think tomorrow is my last day for keeping the patch on. And to you guys, it's just going to look like a mole. Holy cow, I went over time. Alright, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, and I hope it didn't bore you too much. God bless and peace be with you. Bye.